My name is Aziz Abu Sarah. I'm a cultural educator and a National Geographic explorer. What I do is go around the world finding ways to connect people and to solve conflicts. It's hard for us to connect with people from other cultures. Putting yourself in somebody else's shoes is difficult. And this isn't just about language barriers. It's also about what we believe and what stories we know about each other. Because of this, I think that tourism is one of the best ways to get to know different people, connect with each other, and create friendships. In 2009, I founded a company, Majdi Tours. We use travel as a way to bring people from different backgrounds and perspectives together. Imagine if the billions of people who travel to different places every year took the time to see what they have in common with locals, instead of just taking photos from the windows of their cars and tour buses. So what I tell people is, don't be shy. Go beyond the usual tourist sites, museums, and monuments. Locals will usually be happy to help you or give you some tips. They might even ask you to join them. My first trip outside the Middle East is when I went to London. Everybody there spoke English, not Arabic, and I had to learn to, when I crossed the street, to look right, not look left, and it was just so many differences. I didn't know even how to navigate the city, the way the roads are. We don't use street names in Jerusalem, and so there were so many different things. I learned about the culture, learned about music. I went to the Les Miserables and seen my first musical, and there was just so much difference. And that made me so interested in travel. It made me so curious about other cultures, and it made me want to explore more and more and connect with more cultures and more people and understand, see the beauty of this world and connect with the amazing people who live in it. I'm familiar with quite a few cultures. I've traveled to at least 60 different countries around the world for work. And since I was a kid, I was always fascinated by Christmas. I didn't really understand it growing up in a Muslim family. So one day I remember going outside and cutting a branch of a tree and taking it home and telling my parents that we're gonna have a Christmas tree in our home. And I was very lucky that my parents were amused by me and they totally agreed. And since then, I'm always fascinated by other people's festivals and celebrations. And I try to join in any of those whenever it's appropriate and okay. Because it's something amazing to learn not only your own culture's celebrations, but also other cultures' celebrations. One thing in our culture that people from outside might not connect to or find even impolite is we are loud. We are very loud and we use our hands for a lot of gestures. And if you don't know that, you would think we are yelling at each other, even though when we are just even agreeing with each other. And I remember a friend visiting my family. She was from the States, and she saw me talking to my dad, and she thought I was disrespectful. And I was explaining to her that, no, me being loud and moving my hands with my dad, we were actually agreeing on everything we were saying. So sometimes we have to suspend judgment as we're learning about other cultures. The problem is when you have a language barrier and visiting a place, you stick usually to the touristy areas. You don't go outside. You don't really connect with the culture where you are going. So you want to push yourself out of your comfort zone. One way you can do that is ask people where you're staying or in the restaurants about tips and what you can do outside the normal touristy areas. Go visit a nonprofit organization. Go to a cooking class, for example. Try to understand the culture where you're going and don't let language barriers stop you from really connecting to the culture.